So here we are, Sunday, 1945, 21 seconds, year 2022, 7th month, July 17th day. And we have the final report on the 1993 Subaru Legacy wagon. In case you happen to have put struts that don't fit in the front end, and you had to drill the holes in the struts, and now your alignment has to be manually set in place. You have to manually set the alignment in place, because the way it worked here is I went to the junkyard, because this particular model is the luxury models. This is top of the line luxury model Subaru in its day, the LSI. Come with air shocks. And when I got it, air shocks went out. When I got it, the air shocks went out. After it had been on the street for 7 years, someone else drove it. It was a realtor. A realtor used to drive this car on the freeway. It was driven on the freeway. That's all he drove it on the freeway. Mostly freeway miles, they said. And they always took it to Subaru, and they always did maintenance on it. This car was always kept in top prime condition as soon as it got off the floor. Original owner. A realtor. And that's what they told me at the Subaru when I bought this thing in Bremerton, Washington, near the PSNS, Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. When I was in the Navy. That's where I was, in the Navy. So, Anyway, so when the air shocks went out in this car, I just went to the junkyard and pulled out just regular shocks out of the junkyard. But it was it was a different year, because the brother said at the desk, he said, the 90 through 94s, they all have the same parts. All of them have the same parts, 90 through 94. So it was a 94. I got them out of a 94. And this is a 93. No, I think it was a 90. Who cares? Anyway, this is a 93. So when I put them in, and I set it down, I put them in, and the fuckers were too long. They were too long. I said, what the fuck? 90 through 94? Bullshit. They ain't got the same fucking parts. I said to myself, I'm thinking to myself. So I had to sit here on, this was back when I was this was the year 2000. 2001, around there. That was like fucking 20 years ago, right? So put the fuckers in there. They were too long. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, shit. So 20 years ago, that was when I was 35 years old. 34 years old. 20 years ago, 34 years old. Just still a young little guy. I was healthy too back then. Young and strong. Anyway, so I'm sitting there in the garage. The fucking things are too long. Fuck. I said to myself, I'm sitting there looking at it, studying, and I says, you know what? I says, I'll just get the drill and the file and just drill these fucking holes where the bolts go. I drill them out, I'll oversize the hole so I can jiggle the thing straight so it goes up and down straight. So I did that, and then I realized, oh shit, when you tighten it down, you got to straighten it up straight. Otherwise, it'll go to the left and to the right. The tilt, it'll fucking tilt. So that's been the dilemma with this car for the past fucking 20 years. But I didn't really think of it as a dilemma back then. What I thought of it was, now I could be like all the big 4-wheel drive trucks that got their wheels turned out. So I thought I was the hot shit in the town, right? I got my wheels turned out like a 4-wheel drive truck, you know how it is. A mudslinger, something you drive out on the Bajas, right? People do that. And then I realized, So I did that, and I realized, oh, fuck, I'm wearing out the inside of the fucking tires all the time. Just fucking chewing up tires, the insides of them. So I'd go in there, I'd get them as straight as I could, but they never have been perfectly straight for 20 fucking years. 20 fucking years, and today we got these fuckers perfectly fucking straight after 20 fucking years. And I made that a point because I just went and got new tires on this fucker, And I happened to watch some YouTube videos how to self-align these cars. You don't have to go to no mechanic shop to get the car aligned. Just simple things at home. We can align it ourselves. What an eye-opener that video was. And I watched a bunch of them. I got all kinds of ideas. So I came up with a piece of wood and a level and shit like that. Like, you know, they had their little strings and levels and shit. And I said, fuck it. So here we are. So now, did this side over here. Remember in part 5 or something like that, it was a little bit off. But then when we come over here to the other side, the pasture side, and it took us a couple tries over here, but on the second try or the second time, there ain't no trial. We tightened it up, put it back together, set it down, undid the jack, and we went over. We measured it, and it was fucking at 0. This fucker right here. When we put it on there, put it on the wood. I'll show you. Look. Watch this. Let's put this on the wood. I'm going to show you. These fuckers are perfectly straight up and down. Fucking perfect. Look at the bubble. Perfect. See that? That's fucking perfect. And I'm going to show you the other side too. Look at this. Look at this. God damn it. Get on there. Bitch. Alright. Now, look at that. Look at that bubble. Perfect. Don't get any better than that. Woo! So, anyway. There you go. If you happen to be viewing on YouTube and come across this video, fucking, what do they call it? Progression. This video progression, and you be scratching your head wondering, fuck, Jesus Christ, you know, how the fuck am I gonna solve this dilemma? Because you ain't gonna be able to go down to the local store, to the local parts store and the local maintenances, and have them performing alignments on such a situation as that. They're gonna say, sorry, can't help you. Sorry, can't help you. We only do manufacturing recommendations and installed parts. That's it. I never took it and I never asked. I just thought it through. I said, they ain't gonna line this fucker. They ain't gonna line it. But they might have. You never know. But I just said to myself, well, you know, I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna experiment with it. I just, you know, you never know. They might have aligned it. They might have just went in there and said, well, we do our best. We'll get our best. But they would have been probably irritated as fuck that they would have had to jack the car up, put it down, not right, jack it the fuck back up again. They might have been a little bit like, fuck. Unless I would have offered them some extra money. Filled their pocket on the side. Who knows? Who knows? But the point is, you know, here you're sitting at the end of the video thinking to yourself, I sure am glad that brother's in the world somewhere, because you might be in some nation far away. You might even be in Japan. You might even be in Japan right now and learn how to speak English, wondering how the hell you're going to solve your front alignment strut early 90s Subaru dilemma. Never know. Come across this video, you might just be happy as a fucking lark that someone else done journeyed the journey already and shared that journey with. You might just be happy as fuck. Aren't you glad there's this thing in the universe called Sharon? Huh? Even though you had to probably pay $50 a month for internet. That's probably as close as it gets for now, right? Aren't you glad there's this principle, universal principle in the universe called Sharon? That was the name of the mother who drove that car right there. Her name was Sharon. Or is Sharon. It ain't a was, is. She up there somewhere. She out here in the universe somewhere. Probably floating around, flying around, watching the son she birthed. She's probably up there floating around, watching. Probably have a big smile on her face. What do you think? You think she's dead? I don't think so. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Pull a finger now.